Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes out of Florida by way of Fort Pierce, but we have basically it's an update to a story that occurred back in 2014 when a man by the name of Mr. Gregory Hill Jr. was gunned down in his garage over a noise complaint. And this stuff deliberated in court for about a few years, and they came up with a verdict that they would pay the family. Now, we know families been getting well, first of all, before we talk about any amount of money, let's remember that no amount of money can bring back your loved one. No amount of money can bring back that family member that meant so much to you. I don't give a damn if it was $1 billion. If you can buy that love that you have for them and that money and fill that void in your heart, and it's just some paper, some fiat, fake ass money, I mean, that says a lot about you as a person. So it's not necessarily as much about the money, but you want to make sure the man kids is taken care of, because remember, we do live in a capitalistic society where it costs money to live. Like the Wu-Tang Clan said, cash rules everything around me. You got to have money. You feel me? So instead of the jury, the people in Florida, the good people of the legislative of Florida, instead of them doing right by this man's family and making sure they get enough money so the kids at least will be taken care of, because this man did leave behind kids. It's not like he was out there selling drugs, robbing banks, robbing old women, beating up kittens and cats. No, this man was in his own house, in his own little man cave, listening to some music, and somebody decided to call the police over a noise complaint. Instead of going to ask him, could he please turn down the noise, you know, and seeing how they go, and then take further action if it's that loud or if it's that obnoxious where you can't think straight. I mean, there's different ways to do things, but this is what happened when people sit up here and want to just call the police without reasoning with somebody. The police don't have to be the mediator for everything in life, and people use them to mediate stuff, and some of these people will start stuff with you and then threaten, well, I'm gonna call the police. Well, damn, get the calling. But anyway, instead of the police and the people, the jury, deciding to give this man's family a large amount of money, it's like a basic slap to the face, like they spit in their face. They gave this family only $4. Yes, $4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $4 damn dollars. Like, what the hell can I do with this? The family couldn't even go buy them a damn Happy Meal with that. You feel me? And if I would have been that family, man, I would have threw that money right back across there. I wouldn't have threw them back, because they said you trying to throw something at you, assault them. I would have just tore it up and walked right on out. You feel me? And I would have spent my last days blasting their ass. Not with no gun, but with my mouth. You feel me? But anyway, let's go and dig deeper to the story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Children of man killed by police receive the most ridiculous amount of money. And I never heard nobody receiving $4 damn dollars. Just like the guy in the Philadelphia Starbucks, where they only asked for $2. They asked for $2. You feel me? They gave him $2. And they didn't even get killed. But here go a guy get gunned down his own house, and the family only get $4 damn dollars. You feel me? Now remember, no amount of money can bring back your loved one. But damn, you ain't got to slap me right after you kill my damn loved one, my family member. Back in 2014, Fort Pierce, Florida man Gregory Hill Jr. was reportedly playing his music loud in the garage of his home. How many of you all did that, play your music up loud? The Coca-Cola warehouse employee lived across the street from an elementary school, and a parent phoned the police as Hill Jr.'s music was allegedly obscene. Obscene. Now, if it would have been some damn Tim McGraw, some damn Kid Rock, or some George Strait or somebody like that, or Hank Williams Jr., you wouldn't have got no damn phone call. Matter of fact, they would have came over there and told you, turn that up, boy, and bring that barbecue grill out here on this front yard so we can have us a good old time. But due to the fact that you was playing something that they deemed nasty, that they deemed that was parental advisory, that they didn't like, period, they would call the police on you. Because I guarantee you, if it was something that they could play and toot their fiddle to, they would have been out there right beside Mr. Gregory drinking and having a good old time. Anyway, now, the deputies, including Deputy Christopher Newman, knocked on the front door, and Hill allegedly didn't answer. That's what they say, he didn't answer. Then Hill partially opened the garage door, but closed it. But okay, if you knocked on the damn door, he didn't answer, why would he go and open the garage door, then close it? Where's the logic in that? You feel me? As the door closed, Newman fired 4 times, hitting Hill 3 times, including once in the head, according to court and police records. What kind of mess is that, man? I mean, you didn't even get a time. You didn't even get a guy time enough to even probably say his first name, Greg, and bam, bam, he dead. At the age of 30, the father of three died because of a noise complaint that went wrong. He died because he was a black man that white police officers deemed as a threat. As usual, no charges were filed against Newman, who said he shot Hill because he brandished a handgun. And they always gonna throw a weapon on you, but isn't it strange that all the times that we hear about now, which is 10% true, sometimes 90% is a damn lie. Let's call it out. That they would say that these people, white and black, have weapons on them, and the people don't even have no damn weapon on them. They'll throw a weapon on them, just like they did the guy in well, I don't know if it wasn't no Alton Sterling. It wasn't him. It was this other guy that the police shot from the back when he was running. Not Stuart Scott. He did. That's ESPN. But anyways, the Scott guy, and he would basically run away from the cops, and the police shot him in the back and then threw a gun down beside him. But thank the Most High, somebody was recording his ass throwing that gun right there, and they sent him to prison because there ain't no way you can deny that. You shoot this guy down 8 times in the back, then put a weapon beside him and say he had a weapon. That's the reason why you shot him. Come on, man. Anyway, so they basically say that Gregory brandished a handgun, and that's when the deputy shot him. According to USA Today, Hill's mother, Viola Bryant, filed a lawsuit against Newman and Sheriff Ken Mascara in 2016, alleging wrongful death, negligence, excessive force, and violations of Hill's 14th and 15th Amendment rights. Yes, violated all this man's civil rights. In January of 2014, Gregory Hill Jr. was killed in a confrontation with St. Lucie County deputies at his home after police received a noise complaint. Hill Jr. was enjoying music in his man cave as parents were picking up their children from school. It appears that a parent in the pickup line phoned police to complain about the music. You mean to tell me you just picking up your damn child? You know, this wasn't even a damn house that was across the street. And these children listen to the same damn music that Mr. Hill listening to. Hell, how many of y'all ain't never listened to NWA when you was young? How many of you all ain't never listened to Too Short, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, or all these other people when you was young? So I'm sure that you were listening to it, and all your children were listening to it. But, oh, it's a problem now. Let me just go and call the police instead of telling him, look, can you please turn your music down? It's disturbing. The children don't need to hear this if that's what he wanted to say. But no, you pick up the phone and go directly to the police. Like, what the hell is going on? You know? Now, Deputy Christopher Newman and Deputy Edward Lopez responded to the call. The deputies alleged that Hill Jr. ignored the knocks at the front door, but he opened the door from his garage. So why would he open the door from his garage, which is a garage, is harder to open than a door? Why would he do that? That don't make no damn sense. Now, USA Today shared that the deputies reportedly saw Hill Jr. with a gun in his hand at his side. Hill Jr. was fatally shot. They always got to find somebody with a damn gun in their hand. But ask yourself this: when the parent was picking up the child from the school, did they notice Mr. Hill Jr. with a gun in his hand? Then I'm sure they didn't. They were basically just talking about a noise complaint. We're not going to say they're trying to be messy. We're not going to say none of that, because sometimes people just want to call the damn police and be like, well, I'm picking up my child. I don't want my baby to hear this ghetto music, this jungle music. You know what the hell they say. You know how they talk. So I don't know really what the person was saying, but still, you could at least ask the man. But this what happens when you fear somebody. You won't tell them nothing. You scared to talk to them because you scared they're going to do you like they showing them movies and how they show them on TV. All this stereotype stuff. Now, deputies ordered the male to drop the gun. Instead of complying with the deputy's commands, the male raised the gun. Now, he's chilling, having a good old time. Got a job. He's not on a run. He's not no dope dealer. He's not no criminal. And you ain't going to have no damn criminal record working for no Coca-Cola any damn way. Coke check everything. I know because I got cousins that work for him. They check everything. So he wasn't no criminal, career criminal, however you want to say it. So why would he number one, have a gun in his hand, then aim it at the deputies over nothing? He didn't just get through robbing no bank or nothing. See, the whole story don't make no sense. The whole thing they do is try to make the person look like they're the aggressor. So we had to act. Our life was on the line. We was fearing for our lives. What if he would have shot us? Who's going to take care of our babies? It's all a damn lie. You feel what I'm saying? Because I do not think that this man decided that day that he wanted to do murder by a cop. You know what I'm saying? Murder, suicide, however you want to say it. Let's continue. They say that the deputies ordered the man to drop the gun instead of complying with the deputy's commands. The male raised the gun towards the deputies as he simultaneously pulled the garage door closed, according to a sheriff's statement. So if he's pulling the garage door closed, Where's the threat then? If he's in his own garage, which if he have a gun 9 times out of 10, it was his gun. Just say if he did have a gun, which he didn't have a gun, but just say if he did have a gun, 9 times out of 10 it was his. You know what I'm saying? If everything else he's doing is legal and adding up, I'm sure that would line up and add up too. So why not call for backup or call for your supervisor or try to talk to this guy? Why pick up your gun and just start shooting through the damn garage door and killing him? That don't make no sense. 2 years after the incident, Hill Jr.'s mother, Viola Davis, filed a lawsuit and hired attorney John Phillips for them. This wasn't about money, but it was about receiving justice for Gregory Hill Jr. Phillips shared that his client was painted out to be a criminal because he was enjoying a few beers at his home. Like, who don't enjoy a few damn beers at their home? You feel me? Who don't enjoy a few beers at their home? Judges enjoy it. Lawyers enjoy it. Police enjoy it. FBI agents, CIA, all of them enjoy it. So why can't Mr. Hill Jr. enjoy his beer at home? Toxicology reports from Hill's autopsy showed his blood alcohol level was nearly 0.40, almost 5 times the legal limit to drive. Sheriff's officials said. So they're gonna use his alcoholic blood level on you all. Like, that's supposed to mean something. Or he was out of his mind, or he was not thinking clearly. We all have our own little getaway time, and because he was drinking beer and listening to Drake, a rapper, I don't think that makes him a threat, Phillips said. Why it had to be Drake? Drake going through enough right now with Pusha T. Additionally, Phillips shared that there was no evidence that suggested Hill Jr. brandished his weapon, as his gun was reportedly found on him in his back pocket. It was found on him in his back pocket. And who's to say if one of those police did not put that gun in his back pocket? After deliberating for 10 hours, a jury found Newman was not liable in Hill's death and that Mascara was 1% liable. Hill was 99% responsible for his own death, the jury ruled. According to court documents, the jury found that Hill, who was 30, was under the influence of alcoholic beverages to the extent that his normal faculties look how they word that, to his normal faculties were impaired, and that as a result of the influence of such alcoholic beverage. So you gonna sell the people the beer and then gun them down and then say the beer is the reason why they got gunned down? That's just like selling somebody cigarettes and then you blow their damn head off and say, well, you could have caught yourself on fire. What sense do that make right there? Well, don't sell the shit if you're going to use this to criminalize people. But this is what they do. Just like they would sell you the alcohol, then arrest you for getting drunk. Think about that. He was 99% liable for the incident and his resulting injuries, according to the verdict from the jury. In Florida, if someone is intoxicated and determined to be more than 50% at fault, their damages are reduced to zero. I would move the hell out of Florida. I ain't never heard no damn law like that. You can go all over other states and ain't nothing like that popping law. I don't understand why this ain't a huge upcry, because this man, to me, was cold-blooded murder. Then they lied on him and said that he tried to pull a gun on him. On the officers, which don't make no sense. And he's at home just chilling. What person don't get fucked up at their house? What person don't get drunk? And some of them do hard drugs. This man just drinking probably a couple Budweisers or something, or 211s. Who knows? Additionally, the jury awarded Bryant $1 for funeral expenses and $1 for each child's loss of parental companionship, instruction, and guidance, and mental pain and suffering. You're making these kids suffer more, and you causing them more mental pain by this bullshit, giving them $1 for a funeral expense and $1 for each child lost. $1 to pay for his funeral and $1 to each of his 3 kids. That's $4. If that's not a slap in the face, that right there would make somebody go crazy and go off right there. Just an insult right there. You kill these kids' father, then give them $1 a piece and say, they can't even go buy them a damn pack of 9-laters with that. The verdict form shows Hill's children are 7, 10, and 13. So they know what happened to their daddy. They old enough to understand. Not only is the award not enough to cover the funeral expenses, it is also not enough to cover the damages left to Hills Jr.'s home. Brian accused a SWAT team that responded to the scene of firing so much tear gas and causing so much damage to Hill's one-story home that no one can live in it now. And I'm pretty sure that they meant to do it that way. Not taking this line down, the family is heartbroken and wants to appeal to the jury's decision. Phillips plans to file a motion for a new trial in U.S. District Court, and if that's denied, he would take it to the U.S. 11th Circuit court of appeals, because you had to take it through a certain process, through this court first, through this, and then you could take it all the way up to the Supreme. But you have to go through the certain branches at first. If not, they would throw it out and say that you overstepping these boundaries. So that's why the lawyer, Mr. Phillips, is going through these different processes. But tell me what you all think about this case. Let me know what you all think about this case, because, like I said, when I heard this story, I couldn't believe it. I was heartbroken because I have lost someone in my life due to violence and due to police violence at that. And that story right there was totally twisted. I will tell that story one day, but no time soon, because there's a lot of emotion involved in that. But at the same time, if this guy is employed at Coca-Cola, no criminal record. You're not going to have no bad criminal record working at a Coke plant. And for those of you who work at one of these plants, you can chime in the comment section and let us know. So therefore, he wasn't no criminal. He wasn't wanted for anything. He's basically at home just relaxing, downtime. Men do that. Men, we chill at home. Some of us barbecue, some of us drink, some of us smoke. Women shop, some of them drink, whatever. You know, to each their own. But don't nobody deserve to lose their life over some damn music, over Drake at that. You know what I'm saying? I got much love for Drake. I wouldn't give a damn who it was. It could be Keith Sweat. The point is, whoever made that phone call could have asked that man, could you please turn your music down? We don't want, that's not good for the kids to hear. It's up too loud. That's all you had to say, because if he wouldn't ask, somebody else probably would have came along and asked them to turn it down. That's all you had to do. Don't get the police involved. But this is what happened when people are quick to jump to call the police. You feel what I'm saying? Then the story goes all kinds of ways. Let me know what you all think about this video. And to Mr. Greg Hill Jr., man, it's messed up what happened to you. And I hope you received the fair justice that you should. And also, and due to the fact that you're gone, that your children will be okay, because that's really what's important. We can't bring Mr. Hill back much as we want to, but his children should not have to suffer because their dad was murdered in cold blood, no matter what nobody want to say. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video. And remember, when you get in these situations, take time to think. Have a camera on, have witnesses when you interact with certain police officers, because you never know. That might be your time, your checkout time. Anyway, I'm out.